I don't want to go to my best friend's wedding, and it's not what you think. When my best friend Claire got engaged, I was genuinely happy for her. She's been with Ben for 5 years, and despite my personal feelings about the guy, we'll get to that. I smiled through the announcement, popped champagne with the girls, and hugged her like the supportive best friend I'm supposed to be. Then she asked me to be a bridesmaid. My stomach dropped. Not because I didn't want to support her, but because the wedding falls on the exact anniversary of the worst day of my life. 3 years ago, my mom died suddenly from a heart attack. April 22nd. It's a date that still feels like glass in my chest. Every year I light a candle, avoid social media, and let myself cry. It's the one day I don't fake being okay. I didn't tell Claire right away. I froze. She was glowing, beaming with joy, and I just nodded. Later that night, I typed out a message 100 times. Can we talk about the wedding date? I have a really personal reason I might not be able to come. I don't think I can be your bridesmaid. But I couldn't send it. Claire and I have been best friends since middle school. She stood by me at my mom's funeral. She brought soup when I couldn't get out of bed. But I knew deep down she'd see this as me choosing grief over her happiness. And maybe I was. So now I'm stuck. I haven't told her. The bridal party group chat is exploding with plans. The dress fittings are next week. I feel like I'm about to shatter into a million pieces. Am I the a-hole for not wanting to go? I don't want to go to my best friend's wedding, and it's not what you think. Part 2, I finally told her. I waited too long, weeks if I'm being honest, until the guilt was eating me alive. I asked if we could talk, just the two of us. She seemed a little surprised, maybe suspicious, but she agreed. We met at the coffee shop where we used to go every weekend before life got hectic. I told her everything. About April 22nd, about my mom, about how hard it still is, how I wasn't sure I could survive standing up at an altar pretending everything was fine. She blinked slowly and said, "Why didn't you say something sooner?" "I didn't want to ruin anything," I said. "You've been so happy. I didn't want to make this about me." That's when her face changed. "But you are making it about you." I think I physically recoiled. She said it wasn't fair to spring this on her now, that the wedding plans were already set in motion and she couldn't change the date. I never asked her to. I never would. I just needed her to understand that it wasn't a simple yes for me. Then came the real blow. "Maybe you just don't want to be happy for me." I felt like she slapped me. That was 2 weeks ago. We haven't spoken since. I skipped the fitting. The rest of the bridal party noticed, and the group chat went cold. Now I'm grieving again. Not just my mom, but the loss of my best friend. Maybe I deserve it. Maybe I handled it all wrong. But it hurts in a way I wasn't ready for. Am I the a-hole for putting my grief before her wedding? I don't want to go to my best friend's wedding, and it's not what you think. Part 3. I didn't expect to hear from her again. Not after the fight. Not after the silence. I'd started to make peace with the idea that Claire and I might just drift apart like some friendships do. But then, last night I got a text. "Hey, can I come over?" She showed up holding 2 coffees and that old photo of us with my mom at prom, all 3 of us laughing like life would never hurt us. "I'm sorry," she said before I even shut the door. She told me she'd been overwhelmed, that wedding planning had made her tunnel-visioned, and that my pain mattered. She said she realized she hadn't been the friend I needed, and that she wasn't asking me to stop grieving. But she was asking if we could find a way to navigate this together. We cried. A lot. In the end, I told her I'd go. I'd be there for her, even if I wasn't a bridesmaid. We agreed I'd sit with her mom during the ceremony, someone who'd held me through my mom's funeral and knew exactly how much strength it would take just to show up. She even offered to include a small memorial at the reception for guests who'd passed, including my mom. That meant more than I can explain. We're still rebuilding. Trust doesn't snap back instantly, but I think this might be the beginning of something stronger than before. So, no, I wasn't the a-hole. I was just someone trying to carry grief and friendship in the same fragile hands. And now, I'm not carrying it alone.